The Harry Potter book series has sold over 600 million copies worldwide. And of course, what does everyone associate with the series first and foremost but frogs? Well, now that frog is in snack form and comes to the YTD arena to take on heavyweights in the form of Reese's and Kit Kat. Will Harry be able to cast a spell on the judges to get a win? Expecto Snackonium. You tried it. You Tried Dat. I'm Nick North, my pal Chad Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Yo.
I think it's Frogs 1, Dobby 2. Right? It was the Harry Potter.
I know now frogs may actually have a bigger part. I know probably less than 90% of the population about facts about Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. I saw all the movies once.
I know anything I know from my son, who is a big Harry Potter head.
Does he talk about frogs a lot in the context?
He will not shut the fuck up about Harry Potter frogs. He's like, because I'll say, like, I was like, "What's your favorite animal?" And he goes, "Oh, HP frogs." I'm like, what? It's like HP frogs. Like, what kind of frog is that? He's like, Harry Potter. Like really kind of condescendingly, to be honest.
I did type in, I Googled frog Harry Potter, and the first thing that came up was this candy. There was a bunch of stuff about like so and so had a pet frog, and this other character had a frog, and so there were some frogs in there.
Wow, so and so, one of my favorite characters.
Yeah,
they did so and so dirty in the movies,
That's true.
Patrona so and so's. Yeah.
All right, Chad.
Yes.
You got some. You don't drink coffees. What the hell were you doing at the coffee shop?
I have an update. I have an update on a previous story I told. I don't know, maybe a month ago. I talked about this lady that is at the coffee shop I always go to. I don't drink coffee. I get chai lattes there. But I told a story about a lady who was like really cranky. She was screaming about somebody looks good in pink and purple, and that person didn't hear him, and then she told them to scream to clean the wax out of their ears. So I had another interaction with said lady at said coffee shop that I thought I would share with you guys. So I went in there. I was with my kids. It was just me and my kids. I was taking them on like a wagon ride. It was a nice afternoon, get out of the house, put them in the wagon, go to the coffee shop, get myself a drink, and then we like sort of walk around the neighborhood, stop at the playground, that kind of stuff. So we're in the coffee shop, and I go up to the cash register to place my order, and there's the nicest lady in the world works there. Her name is Cynthia. She's so sweet. She knows, as soon as I come in, she starts making the chai. She knows what I want, all that stuff. My kids are talking to her. This lady, this crazy lady, this old lady with purple hair, she comes walking up right to the wagon, and she's holding in her hand one of those like travel packages of Kleenex. You know those things I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
and is she there 24/7 or just happens to be there at the time of day that you go?
She's not there every time I go in, but I probably see her once every other week or something like that. I see her in there. But she doesn't always.
She's belligerent, like to customers, but they're fine with her hanging out there.
I don't know. They're so nice there. Like, I don't know. Like, what can you, what can you do? I guess, okay.
You haven't caught like her name on her cup or anything.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I have no idea what this lady's name is, but I should find out and probably like egg her house or some shit. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so she comes up. She's got one of those travel packs of Kleenex, and she sees, my kids are there, and like I was trying to see if my kids wanted any snacks or anything. So I asked my son, I'm like, "Do you want a hard-boiled egg?" Point to the hard-boiled eggs that they have there. And he says, "No." And then my daughter goes, "I want a hard-boiled egg." And she's like, "Oh, siblings. Siblings are always like that." And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Siblings are always like that. Yeah.
Coveting eggs.
Half of them wanting eggs, the other half not. That is a classic sibling trait. I remember my brother and I growing up. He always wanted the hard-boiled eggs, and I didn't. It was just how it always was. And so I was just like, oh yeah, okay. And so then my son, he's got this toy that he got for Christmas. He's super excited about it, carrying it with him in a wagon. He's 3 years old. Holds it up to her to like show it to her, and he goes, "Look," like because he's showing his toy to every fucking person on the planet,
Harry Potter
And
toy.
yeah, he's got his Harry Potter. He's got his HP frog. Shows it to her. She goes, "Is that for me?" And he's like, "No," and like takes it back. And then she says to him, to a 3-year-old, "You remind me of Donald Trump." And I was like, "Excuse me?" I'm like, "What does that mean?" And she didn't say anything. So at this point, like Cynthia has noticed that this lady has come up, and she's like double timing, like making the drinks as fast as humanly possible to try to like get like take the payment, like try to get us out of there, because she knows this lady's fucking bonkers. Um, so then after that, she's like she sees the kids interacting or whatever, and she says like, "Oh, siblings are so weird." She says siblings are so weird. She goes, "My brother. He used to be a bus driver. Now he's an alcoholic. He just sits on the sidewalk going, blah, blah, blah." And she does it exactly like that. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, "I can't wait for him to die."
Wow.
I said to her, I said like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what do you say to like, when somebody says something like that, other than like, don't talk that way around my fucking toddlers." you know?
Is it because they're both homeless? I mean, like that's what a homeless guy does. He sits on the side of the road and goes blah blah.
I think that's what she was insinuating about her brother. Yeah. And so I said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and she goes, "Don't tell me how to feel about my brother." And like,
she's got a point.
Well,
You're being very judgy.
Your kid already cocked off in front of her with his toy.
He already showed her something he has that she doesn't.
Look at this. I got possessions.
All you got's a travel thing, a Kleenex. I got this fucking toy. Suck it, bitch. So I get my drink, I pay, and I'm like getting out of there. And then she's like, got the Kleenex, and she hands it to Cynthia. And she says, "This is for you." And Cynthia like takes it and is like staring at her. And it's just like, "Okay, thanks." And she's like, "In case you ever need to blow your nose while you're making a coffee." And then like she walks away. Cynthia's just staring at her and throws the pack down.
She must buy coffee a lot because they probably, I mean, I know you said they're nice, but like after a while, she's bothering customers by being there. That's not a great business plan for a small, locally owned business to allow crazy people to camp out in your shop. I'm telling you to
Probably the owner.
She owns the coffee shop. What would you guys do in a situation like that? Crazy person talking about her wanting her brother to be dead.
Probably just ignore her and you're like, okay, and then keep walking.
Yeah.
I think you got to lean in.
Oh.
You got to out crazy the crazy.
All right, tell me where he is. Give me 500,000 and I'll take him out for you.
I love how he used to be a bus driver and now he's an alcoholic. Like that was his job transition.
He went back and got his bachelor's in drinking.
Now you appear to have a
blah blah
gap on your resume between bus driver and alcoholic. I was building up like the crippling addiction to alcohol. Okay, got it. Okay, that explains it.
I think you got to find, like, now that I've heard a couple stories, I need more background on this woman. So if next time you go in, if you wouldn't mind indulging a little bit, finding out a little bit more about her life.
Like get her name, her details, her life story.
Tell her how to feel about some stuff, probably.
Let me tell you how to feel about your brother. You should love him. Your brother. Forgive him. Find it in your heart to forgive him.
You sound just like Donald Trump right now. I clearly don't.
A man who's never talked about forgiveness once in his life. Yeah.
I'm guessing she might not be really into politics. Like she might not have her button on the
So it's about Trump like will wave something in your face and then take it away from you? Is that the implication?
I guess. I don't know.
Or that he shits his pants.
He's not potty trained. That's what it is. Yeah.
He sits at the side of the road and goes blah 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 on the campaign trail.
Trump has 4 wet pairs of underwear a day and refuses to sit on the potty without screaming. That's exactly what he is. But he's got the cutest smile.
Don't tell him how to feel about the potty.
Yeah. I heard that in the White House they call all the toilets potties too. It's like very POTUS is potty.
Mm-hmm.
I will say when I at night when I let my dog out, I say go potty. I don't.
I
know
say
why
that to
say
ours too. Yeah.
Makes no sense, but I do.
And then for my teenage son, I go, "You got a tinkle?" Like outside the bathroom. Are you tinkling in there? He's like, "Shut up."
What's that voice?
That's just how I talk about tinkling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You sound like the coffee shop lady, kind of, actually.
Oh, really?
That voice, yeah.
Is that good or bad? Probably bad, I'm guessing.
That's good. She's a silver fox.
Yeah, sounds like it. A real catch.
All right, let's eat these HP frogs and such. We've got 3 snacks, rate them on a 5-point scale. Love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. Let's start with the HP frog.
Hell yeah.
It is called, technically, it just says Harry Potter, just chocolate frog with new collectible wizard card inside. So
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a
hopefully
wizard
get
card?
Yeah, these things were $5 each because they come with fucking playing cards.
Good Lord.
Whoa, this card is a hologram, like the old, like you turn it left and right.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd you guys get? I have Beaumont Marjorie Banks, who I have no fucking clue who that is.
I have
Beaumont. Here's Beaumont, a dapper
Helga.
gentleman.
Helga Hufflepuff. She's ample.
And I've got Birdie Bot.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know who a single one of these fucking
I've never
characters
heard.
How did we not get like a fucking Dobby or or what? Any of these Harry,
Why didn't I get
Hagrid? Where's my fucking
one
Hagrid
of one
card?
signed Dobby? All right, I'm gonna read about
Signed to Dobby. I have a piece of game-worn Dobby hat.
It's a sock.
There's a song. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read my back. It says he invented Birdie Bot's every flavor beans quite by mistake. His original purpose was to create tasty sweets from food. After an accident during his experiment, he recognized the sales potential of flavors that range from delicious to disgusting, including marshmallow, grass, soap, and earwax. So, apparently that, like, Bean Boozled is something that's actually from the book or movie.
Okay.
It is.
Here is Beaumont Marjorie Banks. He says, a pioneer of herbology and collector of many rare and magical flowers, Beaumont is said to have discovered gillyweed. That's it. So mine sucks.
I'm
My
sure
guy
mine will
sucks
be
shit.
awesome. Yeah.
Fucking shitty flower collector.
Mine sucks shit. Mine is pretty fucking rad. It says, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. So eat it, fellas. One of the 4 famous founders of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Helga Hufflepuff, was particularly famous for her food-related charms. Many recipes traditionally served at Hogwarts feasts originated with Hufflepuff.
I figured you probably had someone famous because I knew Hufflepuff was one of the 4
She's on Mount
shitty
Hogsmeade.
houses.
Yeah. And let's just say she looks like she hasn't missed too many meals herself. She's kind of a BBW.
She's going to be on my Mount Hogsmeade. You know what I'm saying?
On the back. Bertha Hufflepuff is a BBW.
Helga Hufflepuff was known for having a lot of junk in her trunk, if you know what I mean.
Oh, wait. I found another sentence on the back of mine. It says, Beaumont reminds me of Donald Trump. That's what it says
Oh.
on the back of mine.
Mine says Birdie Bot has recently experimented with anal.
That sounds like an update.
And she's not so sure about it yet.
What does your person do? My guy, I don't know if you can see it. He like lifts the bean out of the package and
So
presents
she
it.
just lifts a little teacup.
Okay.
My guy, like, moves a fucking plant back and forth.
The worst fucking holograms.
There's one. Oh, I found another thing. It says he's uncircumcised. I found that on the
Oh, mine actually it twerks. It says move it up and down to see Helga Hufflepuff move all that shit in reverse. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
It says she puts her things down, flips it, and reverses it. That's pretty cool.
Let's all have a gander at Helga Hufflepuff's WAP.
When she was laying the bricks at Hogwarts, she would get low.
I don't cast spells, I don't sing, but let me show you how I got this ring.
They could do a million things with like a fucking like lightning bolt shooting from a wand or like Voldemort or something, and I got this fucking bean guy lifting a bean out of a bag.
And I got my guy shaking a potted plant slightly.
Wait, there's all shooting lightning. But here's Bernie Bot, and he just like you think the hologram is gonna be him spinning around, decapitating Voldemort or something. Pulls out an Uzi and blows
Don't
away.
give me Bernie Bot. I was like, he shouldn't even have a card.
Don't make Bernie Bot available if he's lame.
He should be mowing down Dobby with an Uzi, okay? That's what he should be doing.
Bernie Bot believes in concealed carry, is what it says.
Yeah.
Helga Hufflepuff should be using the nuclear codes to detonate some arms.
Well, at least they could have her dump them out. I mean, I don't know why you couldn't just have her bend toward the car and just spill them, you know?
Why couldn't Helga Hufflepuff dump them out? That's what I want to know.
She's looking mighty Hufflepuffy, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right.
This guy could at least dump out the soil from the pot or something. That would be more interesting.
Yeah.
If he's pouring the soil.
He is an expert planter, and they just show him pull the plant out and dump all the soil out and stare at the car.
Pour one out for my homies, is what he's saying. Pour one potted plant out.
Yeah, give me fucking Hagrid or something cool.
Right.
Hagrid could like...
Hagrid's pretty cool.
Yeah, Hagrid puts someone in a rear naked choke and watches the life leave their eyes. It's pretty fucking cool hologram.
Couldn't they at least have Helga Hufflepuff put her golden snitch on the glass?
Let's just say I'm fairly certain Helga Hufflepuff has had a lot of guys enter her sorting hat.
Are you so certain of that?
Yeah, I was not certain of that. Let me just land this plane.
In the hologram. He saw the train of men.
Oh, all right. Let me start off again. I'm pretty sure Helga Hufflepuff put the whore in Horcrux. Am I right?
I'm pretty sure because after you held up your Hufflepuff card, now Bernie Bot's just spilled his beans all over the floor.
Oh yeah, he's just Bernie is well known to have a huge hard on for Helga.
I'm pretty sure that Beaumont Margiobanks put the pot in Potter because he's holding a potted plant.
He deals weed to the kids at home.
Hey, Hermione, come on over here. I got that good. Is that what a weed guy says? I don't know.
Heroine pot. She got a lot stronger drugs. That made no fucking sense. What are we doing?
Stupid.
All right, moving on.
Heroine.
Let's finish rating this fucking HP frog.
Let's heart rate it.
You idiot.
Harry Potter, no drug user.
What do you think of the frog itself?
It's not bad. It's basically a crunch bar shaped like a frog. I actually thought the frog shape was pretty well done. Like it's like the design is pretty cool. There's
It's like the anti-Reese's.
yeah,
Like,
there's
it really is accurate.
yeah.
Shape accuracy. It looks just like the HP frog that we know and love from the story.
And there's like scales on the back and the classic HP frog insignia. Which is scales. The chocolate's good. I'm not a huge Crunch Bar guy. It's fine, but this is well made. I think the chocolate actually tasted pretty good. It's a solid like that. There's nothing wrong with this at all.
Chad?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it could be better. To me, like, I know you guys don't like puffed rice as much as me, but to me, a Crunch Bar is a love dat. I think it's fantastic. Here, the chocolate. Maybe it's because the chocolate is thicker. It's a little too hard for what I want. I kind of want a softer bite as I go through it. But I do think the flavor is good. It seems like tasty. It is tasty chocolate. It doesn't seem like it. It is. I fucking ate it. And I like the crisp rice. Good consistency. So yeah, I'll move this just kind of a lower level, but it's into a like that for me.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think it's not worth what at $5 you said you paid for this. But I guess you're paying mostly
you're
for
paying
the
for the card. The chocolate.
You're paying for the collector's item. Yeah.
Come on,
Right.
I buy these for the card.
I wish they had a number to see how many of these there were.
3.
Because there better be about 1,000 for them to have gotten down to fucking Bernie Bot. Like,
do you think they had to make up a third one? Because they're like, I don't know, call him Bernie Bot. Nobody knows who this fuck these guys are.
I think the chocolate's pretty good. I think it maybe could have used a few more. The ratio of crisp rice could have been kicked up a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I agree with Gaggy. The accuracy of the frog looks good. I'm going to give it a third like that. We got a welcome visitor, Harry Potter.
Hell yeah, on that
Frogs.
frog accuracy.
One of the lore of Harry Potter, real quickly, that I do know for a fact,
Right.
is that Helga always had a burning candle for Dumbledore, but nothing could happen because Dumbledore was obviously gay. So he was so gay from the very beginning of the tale.
And it was a very important thing to have in the story.
Yeah. She made mention several times. Like one whole chapter was just her pining after him and saying, but I can't because he's gay. And just like shrugging her ample shoulders.
Bernie Bot was straight as hell, though. He
was straight as an arrow.
Actually, mine, I'm looking at the back. And it says,
It's a lot of writing we missed the first time.
Yeah, I know. It was so short. But there's all
this card is an 8x10, by the way. There's a lot.
Well, it's a hologram. If you turn it in a different direction, more words appear. But anyways, it says he loves key parties.
Oh, okay. I see that.
Yeah, but they call them blonde. They call them broom parties in the Potterverse.
Yeah.
You pick someone's broom.
Yeah, you pick someone else's broom to get home. That makes sense.
Wait, there's yet more writing.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
There's a whole set of like party preference. Yours says key party. Mine says lemon party. So.
Oh.
Geiger says Democratic for some reason.
Yeah, there's a huge political subtext to Harry Potter.
All right, the Reese's.
Dobby was a libertarian, from what I recall.
He's just walking around talking about the invisible hand all day. And wouldn't shut the fuck up about laissez-faire and fucking all that stuff.
We got 2 seconds into political joke. I was talking about voting. Anyway, what's our second snack?
I don't know what libertarians like. They're fucking dumb. What do I know?
The one thing we know less about than Harry Potter.
Ayn Rand would have loved Voldemort, maybe.
Okay, moving on.
Reese's miniatures. These are the sugar cookie miniatures. They look exactly like the miniature Reese's when you open the package. The wrapping is like a blue and orange. It says milk chocolate and peanut butter stuffed with sugar cookie bites. So basically erasers with sugar cookie bites placed in there.
You kind of get it with the consistency. There's some crunchiness in there, but not like a lot.
Chad, as King Reese's, you will Start the rating.
Miniature, not my favorite cup shape. Let's get that out there. In fact, it's probably, of the 3 main cup shapes, regular, big, and miniature, it's the worst. I can go ahead and say that with without hesitation. I don't like. I actually don't. I don't like this. Actually,
Already more analysis than your political commentary. I'm just saying that. What are the 3 branches of government? Big, miniature, and
what do I? I'm a king. I don't know shit about fucking Constitution.
Legislative, judicial, and Hufflepuff, I think.
Democratic, key, and lemon. Those are the 3 branches. Okay, so I think this is way too sweet. Like the sugar cookie flavor that they added into it, I think makes it's so overpowering. I think it takes away from the peanut butter. I think it takes away from the chocolate. This is so pointless to me. I don't the texture is not really an improvement in any way. The flavor is a huge downgrade. I kind of actually didn't even want to eat a second. I did for science. I ate a second one for science, just to be clear. Man, I think this is a dislike dat for me. I think this is a failure.
Proud of you, Chad.
Thank you. You said what needed to be said.
You said what needed to be said, and I didn't think you could do it. It's a failure of a Reese's. It's chocolate and peanut butter still, and they really fucked it up with the sugar cookie edition. It adds texture, and then it just adds like a random sweetness that is canceling out the good flavors that are there already. Hopefully these do not make their way back next winter. I'm going to give these a dislike dat. Geiger?
I will cut right to the chase. These suck. These are not good. I'm not even a huge sugar cookie guy.
No,
they just don't. These are like 2 things that don't go together at all. It's like a sugary, sweet cookie and like a salty peanut butter flavor that makes no fucking sense together. It's like they ran out of different shapes and sizes to put the cup in. And they're like, just cram some cookies in the side. So I don't like it. If this was like chocolate chip cookies or something in the middle, I could see where it maybe was better or whatever. It's not the texture that bothers me. It's just the taste combination makes no sense. It doesn't add up. This is a dislike all the way.
Okay. Full agreement so far this episode. We've got an unwelcome visitor with the sugar cookie. Now we do have a salted caramel Kit Kat, which does look delicious. We'll see how that does after the segment.
All right. So this episode still comes out in January, but just to timestamp it a little bit, we were recording this very soon after New Year's Day. So, that got me thinking, let's rank everything about New Year's. Right?
Let's do it.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that shit. So I have brought in a New Year's Mount Snackmore, aka Mount New Year's More. That is what we are going to do today. I have picked 10 things about New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and these are the only 10 things that there are about New Year's. This is the full list of 10 things, okay? There are no other things.
Gonna make us sound like grumpy old men.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Don't try to pull.
I don't like being up past 8:30.
So these are the 10 things in no particular order once my spreadsheet loads, which is decided to refresh itself at the worst possible time.
Well, I got another tight 5 on Hugglepuff if you want.
There are yet more lines I am seeing.
Okay. Here are the 10 things in no particular order about New Year's. Here we go. Fireworks. The ball drop. And I'm not talking about Geiger when he looked at Helga Hufflepuff.
Hey.
Oh. Wait, I hadn't reached puberty until then?
That's right.
Nope.
The countdown. It's distinct from the ball drop. The countdown is distinct from the ball drop.
Someone needed 10.
Oh, you just wait. Novelty glasses. You know those ones
Mhm.
that has the number on them of the year.
Sure.
Odd Lang Syne. Champagne, something people often drink at New Year's Eve parties. The Midnight Kiss, tradition. New Year's resolutions. Noisemakers. And last but definitely not least, the Y2K bug. These are all the things about New Year's that there are. The Y2K bug is one of those things. So I have gone ahead and pre-ranked them. I will give you my rankings.
I think this is the hardest
Yeah.
to predict off the bat than we've ever had for Snackmore.
It's hard for me to rate.
Yeah, it is.
I have a pretty good sense of what's going to win, but we'll see. All right,
Do
so-
you?
Yes, I do.
Wow.
All right, so for me, the absolute worst one of these, number 10, Odd Lang Syne. I think
That is such an innocuous thing to hate.
it's such a stupid song. The words don't make any sense. I don't know why people sing that. So that is an easy number 10 for me. Number 9, I'm going to go with the ball drop. I think the ball drop is very strange. I don't understand why people get excited watching this ball slowly move down a pole in Times Square or whatever the fuck happens. So that's stupid. Number 8, I'm going to go with the Y2K bug for number 8. Now, at the time,
Classic one-time use New Year's Eve entry.
at the time, that did seem, a little scary in the run up to it. But the more you learned about it, the more you realized, oh, this was actually not going to be an issue. And of course, it was not an issue. So that's why it's all the way down at number 8. Maybe if some planes had crashed out of the sky, like they said, then I would have ranked it a little higher. Or lower? I don't know. It would have been better. Anyways, number 7, I've got noisemakers. Noisemakers can be fun, but they start to get on my nerves a little bit. Too much noise as an old man such as myself kind of pisses me off. Okay. Number 6, the countdown. Now I'm getting into ones that I think are all right. Countdown is fine, you got to count down, I guess. I don't know. Countdown. All right. Number 5.
You got to count down again. Okay, countdown. That was irrefutable. I don't know.
I'm really good at breaking it down. Number 5, I'm going novelty glasses. I would never buy a pair of novelty glasses, but if someone gave one to me for free, I would definitely wear them at a New Year's party. They can be kind of funny. Okay, number 4, I'm going New Year's resolutions. I thought about ranking this one lower because in general, I think resolutions are kind of goofy. People don't usually actually follow through with them. But I realized myself, I have been making some kind of goals for the year over the last couple years, or I've been writing them down. And I haven't been doing lose weight or whatever, because let's just be honest, I'm not going to lose weight at this point in my life. But they were things like,
I'm trying to do possible ones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to lose weight. We're ripping HP frogs at midnight.
I'm snorting them HP frogs. But for example, last year it was get a tattoo and teach my daughter to read and take my kids to a baseball game. And these were all things that I was able to do over the course of the year. So I got that at 4. Number 3, I've got champagne. I'm not usually the biggest fan of champagne, but it can be kind of fun. Splash a little OJ in there. Number 2, I got the midnight kiss. Who doesn't love, a nice kiss from your significant other or a random stranger or hug a Hufflepuff? Any of these would be fine. Number 1, I got fireworks. I do like fireworks. That was the only. I did stay up this year to watch the fireworks, the San Francisco fireworks. You can kind of see them from where we're at. So that's where I got number 1. What do you guys got? Who's going?
I think I'll go.
Okay.
My list is different than yours, so I don't know
All right.
if you had an idea of how it's going to go. But number 10, the Y2K bug.
What? Come on. It's fun. It's fun.
It's funny now. Maybe it was potentially dangerous. I was not at a point in my life where I gave 2 shits about what happened to a computer system when that came around. So
yeah, we were in college.
Right. But it didn't. There's nothing to like about it. 9, I'm saying noisemakers. I hate the fucking rattly noisemakers, and
Yeah.
we can make enough noise by clapping and cheering and stuff. We don't need the extra stuff. So number 8, I'm saying fireworks.
Wow.
Fireworks are fine, but
You love fireworks on July 4th.
I like fireworks on 4th of July, right? I just don't care about I don't care about them happening at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be because it's like fucking cold where we are on New Year's all the time.
Yeah.
And not by you. So like I can't go see the fireworks, and watching fireworks on television, like,
Yeah.
you know, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
7, I'm doing the ball drop. Okay. That's important part of any man's life. So. 6, I'm gonna go champagne. I don't love champagne. It's fine. I drink it like at a wedding or something, you know, a special occasion. I would never take it upon myself to go get champagne. So it's just okay. Number 5, I'm gonna say Auld Lang Syne. I have nothing against the song. I think it's a decent song. It is, I guess, annoying that it's the only song, like it is the song that they'll play.
Yeah, how do we not
over.
have a better New Year's song at this point?
I really don't know the background of it, why it is saying as such. Number 4, I'm gonna say Countdown. Countdown is the countdown, so it's like you gotta have the countdown, so the countdown. Number 3, New Year's resolutions. I think it's fine. People want to better themselves, right? That's like an okay thing. Like usually people are setting a New Year's resolution that's something positive. So it's a good thing. 2, novelty glasses. I think novelty glasses are outstanding. I love the ones like we had the perfect time when we lived through the aughts, so you could have like 2003 and the zeros could be your eyes.
Yeah.
Like, we lived
in the perfect time.
Yes. We lived through the peak of
for
novelty glasses.
For novelty glasses specifically.
I saw some for like this year, and like there was one I saw where it was like a 2 and a 0 for the one eye, and then it just had another 0 for the other eye, and then the number's 25 like above that.
Yeah.
Like they were about. I'm like, what are you doing? Like put the eye through the loop of the 2. This isn't hard.
My grandchildren are going to be like putting on this like, you know, 2055 thing, and I'm going to be like, you don't understand what it was like. And we had 2 zeros in the middle of our numbers.
Thank God Y2K did not send all of our laptops back to 1999, or we would have been really fucked.
So, number 1, the Midnight Kiss. It's the one thing on here that I would look forward to on New Year's of any, even though there was a time in our lives when it was we weren't getting that, right? And that was just maybe a remembrance of our you're right, how nobody wanted to kiss us. But now that I'm past that point, all I had was glasses then, right? And now I have the kiss.
All you had was the hope that the Y2K bug would end it all. The sweet release of death from the Y2K bug. All right,
Geiger, who you lining with?
Oh boy, I don't think I'm aligned with either of you. My list is very different.
Great.
We do agree on one point. Number 10. The Y2K bug is dumb. Because it was dumb. It was mass panic for no reason. Nothing happened. Everything was fine.
You guys don't have the balls to rank anything below Y2K bug like I did. I started by putting a 10, and then I'm like, nah, I need to put some stuff beneath it for comedy purposes.
I mean, the Chris Jericho is probably the only one that ever capitalized off it. So that's a joke again for one listener of our podcast. All right, moving on. Number 9, the fucking glasses. I hate it when someone's like, put on these glasses. I'm like, I don't want to wear a hat. I don't want to wear glasses. Don't give me accoutrements to put on. I'm fine. I'm over here waiting for this party to be done. Okay.
Wow, hating on the glasses, but
number 3.
Lived through the aughts, Geiger.
I did live in a golden time of New Year's Eve glasses, but
yeah,
you didn't know how good you had it.
When your eye is staring through a 2, and you think about what you lost.
I remember taking my New Year's glasses off to like like, clean them, and then I put them back on and looked over, and there's Helga Hufflepuff. I was like, whoa! I was really she was at my New Year's party. I went to Hogwarts for it.
Your New Year's glasses were prescription? Okay.
Yeah. I had astigmatism.
That doesn't seem like a good use of your copay.
Yeah. It was really rough in 2007. I couldn't get a lens in the 7. All right. 8, noisemakers suck. I don't like, and the noisemakers suck only because I'm usually at a large party on New Year's Eve with a million kids who think it's awesome to be like, boom, 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 like every 5 minutes. Like, shut the fuck up. We get it. It's the first time you've ever been able to do something fun. Number 7. Well, like, act like you've been there.
Shitty parents, me, who haven't done anything fun with you.
7, champagne sucks. I like to drink fine. I enjoy alcohol. I do not enjoy champagne. Champagne tastes bad. I don't like it.
It's dry.
Yeah, it's too dry.
Yeah.
The champagne of beers is fine, but not champagne. Number 6.
Oh, that's what I meant. I meant champagne of
Miller
beers.
High Life. I figured.
Sorry, I'm going to change it to 10 real quick.
Yeah.
A Wisconsin New Year's.
we have those hard industrial goggles for glass, and then we write 2007 on them and drink High Life.
Saukville is still living in the golden age because it's like they're from like 25 years ago. All those people, so they still have the 2 zeros for their.
They're still panicking about Y2K, and all their Windows 98 haven't updated yet. So.
It's gonna shut down the von Schladehorn lot. Quick, update the code.
The von Schledorn lot famously controlled by a 20-year-old computer. Is this war games? They're not gonna
Ernie von Schledorn, I'm running outdated software.
Ernie von Schledorn, I don't have enough of the RAM. Not Dodge Rams, we got plenty. Anyway, 6.
Ridiculous.
I don't know why I said the RAM. 6, New Year's resolutions. I think aspirationally they should be higher, but to Chad's point, I'm not losing weight anytime soon. I'm not going to stop doing anything I should be not doing anymore. I'm a formed product completely, and I can't change. Incapable. 5, I put Midnight Kiss, and here's why.
Wow.
I like kissing my wife. It's fine, right? It's great, even. But, like, it's in front of everybody, and she always, she's on to, like, make out with me and stuff. I don't need to make out in front of a bunch of fucking people. I don't want to know. Like, just kiss me and get it over. It's like perfunctory. It's like getting the flowers on Valentine's Day. I'm only giving them to you because it's Valentine's Day. Wouldn't you rather have them on a random Tuesday when it's unexpected? Because I don't kiss my wife outside of New Year's Eve. So it's like, she knows it's coming. She's all excited. No, I just think it's always a little awkward to have to do the kiss and whatever. Now, when we were single and like going out to the club, like with the hope that maybe you'll find some rando to kiss you, that's maybe a little more like variety, but
Spice of life.
The variety.
The whole variety of getting shot down by 7 different types of women.
Huge variety of women rejecting me. Yes,
4, I do like Old Lang Syne. I think for a holiday song, it's better than Christmas music for the most part.
Unbelievable.
It's got a little, I like it just fine. 3, fireworks are cool. I'm good with fireworks. They're not the same as the 4th of July because you're not out there looking at it, right? They're usually seeing them on TV, which at that point it's practically a screensaver. Who gives a fuck? But I mean, like they're I like fireworks. They're fine. 2.
Did you say your Midnight Kisses had more or less variety than an Ernie von Schladehorn lot?
Oh man, way less. You know how many different types of cars and trucks they have, all for a great price.
Mm-hmm.
I think the von Schladehorn computers have that fireworks screensaver that you were talking about.
Yeah, probably.
This is the one comes up.
You were kissing Miss DOS, and he had MS DOS.
We are somehow both nerds and not nerdy enough.
He had Commodore 64, and you were common all over a 64-year-old.
I fuck Ernie von Slatow? Is that the implication? I guess I did. Oh boy. Yep. Okay. I had Windows 99. His dealership has 99 windows. That has nothing to do with New Year's. I don't know. He did have a lot of windows in the showroom, if you think about it. Plus on all the cars, right? It's kind of weird they have an odd number, but they do.
Okay.
All right. To do stick shift, that was a hard drive. That's it.
Yeah, you got it?
You can't drive stick. Yeah.
I can't drive stick, yeah. I fart a lot, but they have good gas mileage. See, I don't know how to. I think we're done now, probably. Not with the podcast. I mean, number 2, the countdown. Now, the countdown itself not exciting, but it leads to number 1, the ball drop. And the reason why these are number 2 and number 1 is
the ball drop.
Yeah, this is why the ball drop's great, right?
Unbelievable.
First of all, let me analyze the countdown real quick. The countdown is 2 because the countdown counts you down to the countdown, and then it's counted down again. So
that's true.
Can't deny that.
Yeah, he is. It's
the reason why the countdown leading into the ball drop is great because the ball drops, and then I get to get my shit and go home. So
we don't even see the ball drop most years.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be stuck at a party until the ball drops. If the ball ain't dropping, I ain't leaving. So the ball drops, I go, let's get the dish we brought and get the kids in the car, and I go home. So ball drop.
Someone drop a fucking ball.
I dumped my nuts out, and then we got to go home. Yes, I sound like a curmudgeon.
All right, Chad,
all right. No, this is really unexpected, but all right. Here's what we got. All right, last place with 28 points. We've got the Y2K bug, thanks to you two haters over there. But it does suck, so I'm with you. Next at 24 points, we've got Noisemakers. Then at 19 points, brought down largely by me, that terrible song, Auld Lang Syne. Then at number 7, unfortunately for Geiger, with 17 points, we have the ball drop.
You're stuck at the party.
Yeah,
you're gonna be at the party forever. We've got a 2-way tie for the Crazy Horse position. 2 entries at 16 points here, which is champagne and novelty glasses. And I would say both those things are probably about equal quality, so maybe that's fair. All right, so our top 4 for our New Year's Mount Snackmore, aka Mount New Year's More. In 4th place with 13 points, we've got New Year's resolutions. In retrospect, I probably should have ranked it lower because today I took my kids to swim lessons, which is at a 24-hour fitness, and the parking lot was a fucking mess because all these fucking assholes are like, I'm going to go to the gym in January, and then 6 weeks later, they're all gone. Then we've got a 2-way tie here with 12 points, which is the countdown and the fireworks. And number 1, which I kind of thought would be number 1 here at the end with 8 points, that Midnight Kiss. So pucker up, ladies. We're coming your way.
Wait, what did you rank? Because you just said fireworks was 1. Huh?
Yeah. Because I like.
But like you're not even seeing the fireworks. They're on.
I
TV.
am seeing the fireworks from like my window. You can see the San Francisco fireworks. Yeah.
Touche.
So there you go.
Okay.
Great.
That was the New Year's Eve Mount Snackmore, a.k.a. something else. Okay. The last one. We've got the Kit Kat salted caramel version.
These are one leftover snack from Japan. From my trip to Japan. I brought these back.
I don't know. We did all those Japanese Kit Kats that one time.
But we did not do salted caramel.
One of them.
No,
okay.
I double checked the. Went back through the Insta to look up the old bracket.
What's your favorite floppy D of Ernie von Slatow? Would it be?
I'm sorry.
Would it be his floppy disk that he uses in his computer?
Uh-huh.
Or
Ernie's got floppy disks. I've got floppy dick. Is that what you're going at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just drop some of it, and I'm gonna get more ants.
Do you think you would accurately pick out salted caramel
No.
if you didn't know?
You mean in the flavor of this bar?
Right.
I get the salt for sure,
Yeah.
but I think I would have just assumed it was like sea salt chocolate. You know?
It's the toughest one of the night for me.
Agreed.
This is not one of the better Kit Kats.
No.
We did do, just before the New Year's, we did the WW bar that got great ratings and it had peanut butter, and that was a success. This version seems to fail. Like, if you look at the cross section, nothing looks different than a Kit Kat to me. There's no like gooey caramel they could have put in there, made it a little chewier, something different. All it does is add a bunch of like a very strong salty taste to it, and it just does not work that well. Since I can't decide, to me that shows that this is a different to dat. That's what I'm going with officially. Geiger, where are you at?
It doesn't taste like caramel at all to me. I don't know how. Like it's like a Kit Kat with a little salt on it. I don't know. It's odd. It doesn't taste bad. It just kind of tastes like a normal Kit Kat with like. It'd be like I ate it if you told me this is a regular Kit Kat. I'm like, oh, it tastes a little different, but I couldn't be able to tell you like what was different about it. Having said all that, it's still tasty. It's a mild like that for me. I would eat it again, but I don't necessarily see the difference of the flavor.
Okay, Chad. It looks like it's not going to be able to catch the HP frog.
I'd have to give it a love dat, I think, for a tie.
Mm-hmm.
But,
what do you think, Chad?
It's definitely not getting a love dat. Yeah, I think I'm right there with you, Nick. Which one? Which one does he mean? Novak, because I don't get any caramel there at all. It just tastes like salt on chocolate. I think this is a rare Japanese Kit Kat misfire here with the flavor accuracy. I mean, even the ones that I didn't like when they had those like Hojicha Kit Kats and shit, like matcha, at least it tasted like matcha, which is a flavor I don't like, but at least they got the flavor right. There's like no caramel here. So I think this is a weird one. I still like it better than that sugar cookie thing. It's fine. I'll probably finish the second half of the bar, but I would not buy again. This will be an indifferent to that for me.
Wow. An episode of full agreement.
Not quite.
Oh, wait. What did Geiger?
Geiger gave it a like
Geiger?
that.
Oh, you fucking idiot. Okay.
You fucked up, Geiger.
Hold on. Let me go back and change it. I'm desperate. These ratings no one gives a flying fuck about.
Nobody cares. Our snack ratings are really why the like forwards 30-second button is invented.
Just forward again until you hear come, and then we'll just stop.
Skip until they find another sentence on the back of the card.
Geiger, the listeners.
Hey,
ready.
For all my
Hufflepuff
Hufflepuff babes, my Hufflepuffies, for all the
HP babes,
HP babes out there,
Hufflepuff,
shout out Hufflepuff, shout out Gryffindor, shout out Bobby Bot. What is the one you had again?
Birdie Bot,
Billy Blanks. Who the fuck you got? Who's Chad? Yours was
mine's Billy Blank.
Myron G. Plants. Beaumont Majora Banks? That's a fucking terrible name.
Oh, and if you move it like this, he pulls out a pair of novelty glasses and puts them on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's
I have the Billy
it's an
Blanks
early
one.
on
Yeah.
He's doing Tybo.
He was jacked. Yeah, if you were into Harry Potter,
It says even young wizards needs to get in shape.
Mm-hmm.
He's training everyone at Hogwarts.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He is very poor English, huh? He says even poor wizards need to get into the shape. Yeah.
He's from New York too.
I was like, I'm doing a spell, and I was like, I'm walking in. Yeah, who is the wizard specialized in making the gabagool? Yeah, if you like Harry Potter, go fuck yourself. But if you, I mean,
which wizard gave Dumbledore the package of travel Kleenex? Which one was that?
One of our friends would often try to argue with
God.
us that Harry Potter was not for children, but for adults.
Look, it can be for both, but it's definitely for children. Like,
Wasn't it? Was I remember him being like, "It's about genocide." I'm like, all right, pretty sure it's about a dude riding a fucking broom. Okay.
It's about genocide. One of the main characters is clearly homosexual. The author is a virulent piece of shit.
And the movies did Dobby dirty. These are the 4 things we know about Harry Potter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really, Voldemort represents manifest destiny. Shut the fuck up. It's a kid's book. If you love midnight kisses, if you like daytime kisses, you like Hershey's kisses, I could go on, but I'm going to stop. You can get a hold of us at youtrieddat@gmail.com. We are on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff. Anywhere you find podcasts, you can find us. Leave us a like, a star, a review, all that. Ask us a question from the mailbag. Tell us what you thought about the snacks we tried, if you've had them. Suggest other snacks for us to try in a future episode. If you like it, tell your family and friends. That would be great. And as always, thank you for listening.
Do you think Ernie von Schleidorn
Oh my God, this poor
Yeah.
guy.
more likely to protect his inventory with a firewall or a wall of fire?
I don't think you could protect the inventory with either. I don't think a computer virus firewall is going to protect a physical car. And I don't know if this is not the Matrix, my friend.
Do you think he's more likely to protect his inventory with a mouse or an actual mouse? Like, which one would be better?
Do you think if he was going to parade through town, through Saukville, that he would have a band with?
Are you just Googling computer terms?
But if on that parade, what router would he take?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
We do need to thank your sister for getting
Yes.
us these amazing Ernie von Schleidorn
Oh, that's right.
refrigerator magnets.
I think I forgot to mail you yours, Chad. So next time we send them out, I'll send it. But
Okay. I
did
need
I give
that.
you yours yet,
Sorely.
Novak?
No, but
Okay.
you
They're
let
great.
us know you sent us the photos of them.
Yeah, they are
They look
terrific.
weird.
I'm very excited because I actually do collect magnets, and so this one's going to be right there with some of my other prized magnets.
Do you guys have a particular anything on New Year's that like sticks out as an amazing memory or terrible memory?
I mean, I was in
Figure.
like a hotel room for that Y2K New Year's. That one was lame.
In your eyes, Geiger?
In your eyes. Yeah.
I do have one which I was actually just reminiscing about this one with my wife the other day, which was on New Year's Eve. We were reminiscing about it because it was like the one time we actually went to go see the fireworks in person, the San Francisco fireworks in person, and I got like way too drunk at whatever bar we were at. And then she was living in Oakland at the time, so we took the subway back to her place in Oakland. And I remember like we got off the subway and we're in the station and I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I was like, I'll just meet you at back at your place. So she goes home. I go into the bathroom and I want to puke. I'm like, I have to puke, but the toilet was clogged and full completely. So I'm like, I can't puke in the toilet. It's just so I just started puking in the sink. And it was like I'd been drinking, I don't know, like vodka cranberry all night, so it was just like red puke coming out, like filling up the sink. So yeah, that was terrible. Nastiest bathroom, and I made it nastier.
One time on New Year's, I went and leased a Chevy Silverado from Ernie von Schledorn, and that was pretty cool. No, in fact, I think, have I told the In Your Eyes story on the podcast? I can't remember, but
I don't know. It's worth it.
I met a lady on New Year's Eve, and we spent the rest of the evening. We were all a big club. I went with some of you guys.
I was with you that year. Yeah.
And Chad, you were there too, right?
Don't remember.
It is the year that we brought a bunch of beers to the hotel and then did not bring an opener, and they were not.
we could not open them.
I think I was.
We're like,
that
fuck.
One.
Yeah. So I hung out with this girl most of the night, and we like made out and stuff. And then we exchanged phone numbers. She was from like Michigan, and she would like call me, and we'd talk and stuff. And she kept saying like, "Oh, you should drive to Michigan. Let's hang out." I'm like, "Yeah, I've got a free week. Like, what the fuck you want me to do? Like, I'm in school. I have no money." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll just take a ferry, and then you can come pick me up." It's like a long, but she's like, kind of hinted like, "But there'd be something in it for you." So. I mean, I probably would have swam Lake
So
Michigan.
You sprang out of bed.
I've got the best novelty glasses waiting for you here. You're gonna love them.
I got there and she gave me a noisemaker. I like, God damn it.
Sprinted straight across Lake Michigan.
I was running on top of the water like those lizards.
You show up and it's travel Kleenex.
But then she would like, she was getting kind of weird. She would just call me and she like randomly and like not stop talking to me and like about weird stuff like we were like dating. And I'm like, okay. And then she one time told me her favorite song was Peter Gabriel's.
She's like we're dating or something. I was like, nah, I'm just coming there to get laid.
No. I never was going to go see her. And like, she got, well, it got to the point where she was a little kind of weird and annoying. And she's like, oh, you know, Peter Gabriel, In Your Eyes is my favorite song. And I didn't remember what she was talking about at that time. And I go, I don't know that song. And so, like, the conversation ended. And then I was, like, in the car on the way somewhere. And she called me. I'm like, hey. And she goes, hey. And then just puts her phone by the car radio. And I hear, like, in your eyes. Your eyes. I'm like, oh, okay. And she just got held it there. I let the whole song play. And I'm going, like, I get it. Like, I'm yelling into the phone, like, I remember. And then it just hung up. And she got mad, and I'm like, I'm not listening to it. I've got a radio. I don't need to listen to a fucking 5-minute call from Michigan with In Your Eyes. It's a shitty song.
It's funny because Ernie von Schledorn has IT guys, and you've got In Your Eyes.
Oh, well, New Year's was a long time ago to everyone who's listening. So most of you have probably already given up on those resolutions. But you can start thinking of the ones for next year.
Yeah.
Hey, Ernie von Schledorn gives out car keys. He also has a keyboard. How'd I do, guys?
Yeah.
Terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. The worst one yet.
I know.
Did you just look down and saw your keyboard?
No, I know. Keyboard's a computer term.
All right. That'll do it for this time. We'll be back next time. Turn out 3.
Deuces.
Yep.
Helga Hufflepuff was a powerful witch and one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. She was noted for her open acceptance of the students she admitted to her house and admired those who valued loyalty and hard work. This is the life of Helga Hufflepuff.